Do you feel like you're in the middle of a divine play, maybe a comedy, or even a comedy of errors? I'm Washayla Sananda. Thank you for joining me today. So, my life for the last probably many years, but especially the last month, has been so full of non-stop synchronicities. Synchronicities, messages, symbols, number sequences, even everything that's coming into my life right now feels like a clear communication from the divine. And it is. I have been getting woke up at 4:44 a.m. pretty much every morning, and I will sit up in bed and just the divine downloads begin to drop in, and things that are coming through are so powerful. This time that we are in is the time to activate your power, your personal, authentic truth, your power, your purpose, your mission is ready for you. And I know many of you watching are already on your mission and aware of that. And if you're not, that's okay. It is time. It is time for that. The change is now. I mean, we've always said, be the change, right? Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see. The change is happening with or without you. At this point, this is the time. And I know I've said that many times before, but the quickening is happening. If you're feeling it, let me know in the comments. Are you noticing amplified synchronicities in your life, amplified number sequences, or repeating patterns of numbers, pattern sequences in other various ways besides numbers, geometries, and synchronicities with people coming into your life and messages that you're receiving? I know I am, and it is amplified so much. So I just love to hear, what are your experiences? What's happening for you right now? What does all of this mean? What can we do with this information? Even if you're experiencing these things, what's the purpose? What can we do about it? That's kind of the next question, right? So for me, it is constantly tuning in every little thing that happens. This morning, as I was sitting down to do this video, I had spirit came in and said, go outside. I walked outside on my lanai, and my eye was drawn to the pool. I looked in my swimming pool, and there was a bee drowning. It was buzzing around, so I knew it was still alive. There was a bee drowning, and I felt compelled to help it. So I got the broom, I scooped it out of the pool. As I scooped it out of the pool, there was another bee next to it that had already drowned. And so I got the two bees out. One was saved, one was too late, had already passed. And then I was taking them outside my lanai. And as I stepped outside my lanai, I looked down, and there was a dead sparrow on the ground. And I released the live bee and cleared the sparrow. And then I came in and sat down again and said, okay, what was all that about? And I got more messages. And then I began to do this video again. And then the garbage came, and I had to wait. And then I sat down to do the video again, and the neighbors started having some work done on their fence right outside my front door, basically. So it has been an interesting morning of attempting to bring you this message. And so what is the message? The message is that you are receiving downloads. You are receiving divine interactions. You are receiving messages. I hear from so many of you every single day. Why don't I receive messages? I want to open up my intuition. I don't feel like I'm connected. All of these types of things you're telling me. And yet, look around you. Look at the numbers that you're seeing. Look at the messages that are coming to you. The dead sparrow for me this morning, that was a message. I'm not going to tell you because it was personal, but that message that was given to me through the sparrow was a message that I was very subtly receiving over the last week or so. I've been receiving this message in quiet, subtle ways, and I wasn't getting it. I wasn't listening. I wasn't heeding it. I was allowing myself to listen to something other than that. And when I saw the dead sparrow and tuned in, then I knew, like, oh, I don't get to ignore that message anymore. It's time to listen to that message. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful to the sparrow for giving me that message. The universe is communicating. And this communication, the communications are amplifying right now. Whatever it is that you don't want to hear, whatever it is that you have been tuning out, filtering out, trying to ignore, it's going to get louder and louder and louder. And this is not the time to ignore those messages. Spirit is calling you. Your spirit, the divine guidance is working with you in many different shapes and forms. Listen to the inner promptings and follow them. And when something unusual happens, like happened to me earlier, I thought it was time to do a video. I got the inner prompting, go outside. One thing led to another. The bees led to the bird, came back in. That was unusual. Got the messages, got the downloads that I needed to move gracefully forward in this next phase. What's coming is even bigger. It's time to filter out the negativity. There is a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of buzz, right, going on out there. Bring your calmness from your center to your spirit now. This is not a time to get caught up in the buzz. It is time to put up your filters. Filter out the garbage truck, the neighbor's fence construction, the loudness, the chaos, the rage and anger and upset, and everything that would take you off course right now. This is the time to be tenacious in your peaceful presence, to find your center, your peace, your harmony, your divine alignment in your heart, and anchor into it. This is the time to find your anchor and get clear on who you are and why you are here. It is not an accident that you came here now. Now is the time of transformation. Now is the time of empowerment, authentic empowerment. This is not power over, this is power of the spirit and the heart operating through your divine presence. This is the time to anchor that divine presence like never before into your embodiment. This is the time where we come together as a tribe of light and we rise, and with our presence and our being and the light that we hold, we transform this reality. That is what your calling is now. You have your own unique way of presenting your personal expression of light. You have your own path within that expression, and together we rise. This is a time of collaboration with your divine partnerships, collaboration with the people that you feel called to be with and to commune with. This is a time of bringing together the community, your sacred soul family community. This is the time of coming together in the heart You have got to learn how to come out of the head, out of the fear, out of the chaos, bring that all down into heart center and allow it to be transmuted with your heart energy. The heart is so powerful, infinitely powerful. The mind is just chaotic a lot of the time, and it is not helping when we get sucked in to the buzz and the noise and all of the fear-based broadcasts that are going on out there. You've got to be able to put up your filter, put yourself in an energetic bubble if need be, and be in your own space and feel yourself independently from everything that's going on out there. Feel your personal light, your personal presence, your personal embodiment. Feel your divine spirit in yourself and feel it without judgment. And when you feel something off, something imbalanced, something misaligned, you know that it's time to find out what's going on. There's something more going on inside of you. So don't ignore it. Don't just pretend it's not there. It's going to get louder if you do that. Tune in to it. Listen to your body. Listen to your pain. Your pain that is embodied is ready to surface and be cleared so that you can have a clearer embodiment of the divine. As you embody more light, it naturally pushes out the lower density ways of being, the lower density thought forms that have densified into your body. This is the time to be tenacious in finding them, allowing them to express. And in that expression, they come out to be transmuted out of your physical body, out of your energy field. You can call on your divine team to assist you in this. You have ascension guides. You have at least one guardian angel around you. You have legions of angels who are ready and willing to assist you when you call on them. There are numerous ascended masters here serving at this time to help us in this transformation. Call on them. Call on them. You are worthy of their help and assistance. They are here for you. They want to help you, but they do not want to interfere with your personal path. So this is a time to check your ego. If you're in your own way and saying either I'm not worthy or I don't need them, check that. Yes, you're worthy. And yes, you need them. And one doesn't eliminate the other. You get to call on higher help now. You get to allow your higher self to come in at a greater level. Are you ready to embody the ascended version of yourself, your higher self? It wants to come in and be in your body. However, the higher self cannot inhabit your body while you're also harboring lower density thought forms in the body. You cannot serve two masters. That is what this is about. You cannot harbor anger and negativity, lower densities in your body or in your mind, and also expect an ascended version of yourself to be able to inhabit that same space. You cannot have light and dark inhabiting the same place at the same time. So what do you choose? What do you choose and who do you choose to be? You are being called to a higher purpose. You are being called to a higher version of yourself. You are being called to a higher embodiment now. What is standing in your way? Take a good, clear, honest look at yourself and what you have allowed to stop you and be in the way of your ascension. And get real with yourself. If you're saying you want ascension, you want intuition, you want spiritual activation, you want communion with the divine, what are you harboring? What kind of veils are you holding on to that won't allow you to have that. That's you holding yourself in separation. Now is the time to let go of those veils. Now is the time to come in to communion, unity. This is a time where we walk through the golden gateway into the ascended realms together as a community of light. And it is an inside job. We must do the inner work first, and then we rise up with our community and walk through to the golden realm. It is upon us. This is the time. What are you going to do? Who are you going to be? How are you going to serve? I'm Washela Sananda. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. I cherish you. Namaste.